Hello and welcome to AutoX. Today we have two brand new motorcycles with us. That is the Bajaj Pulsar F250 and this is the Bajaj Pulsar N250. F250 of course is the semi-fed motorcycle and the N250, as the name suggests, is the naked style motorcycle. These two motorcycles are completely new. That basically means Bajaj has built them from ground up. This basically includes an all new platform, a new chassis, new engine, new gearbox, new suspension components, and even braking hardware is new. Now all of this has come together to form a new generation of Bajaj Pulsar motorcycles. Now how do they perform in the real world? That is what we find out today.
You're watching the AutoX YouTube channel. You can also get your daily dose of all things automotive on our website autox.com and follow us on social media. Don't forget to check out our monthly magazine and make sure to hit the bell and subscribe button so you don't miss a thing.
Now first, let's begin with the design bit. Now these motorcycles carry a brand new design, but of course they are reminiscent of the old Pulsars. However, the N250 here has a very similar fascia to the MT15. That is because of the projector headlamp up front, flanked by the two LED DRLs on the side. Following that is the tank shrouds, which are very familiar if you are a Pulsar to NS200 owner. This panel here sort of mimics the perimeter frame design that was also observed on the Dominar, RS200 and the NS200. Now at the rear, the cowl is very similar to the cowl that you see on the Dominars. There is a stubby exhaust with two exhaust tips. Now that is also a design that we've already seen on the Dominars. The overall tail section is very neatly designed. There is a very sharp looking LED tail lamp and the grab handles on this motorcycles are actually functional than what it was on the older Pulsars. Overall, this is a very neat looking motorcycles. There are no busy bits and that is the best part. Of course, the color red is very flashy, but you can also have it in the grey color, which is very vanilla and it blends in easily into the traffic. Now coming to the F250, this is the semi-fed twin of that N250. There are some different traits than the N250. For example, the headlamp unit is completely new and different than the N250. There is a taller windscreen, which the N250 misses out on completely. The mirrors are mounted on the fairing and the handlebar is a two-piece clip-on setup. Other than that, the motorcycle is identical to the N250. Now both the Pulsar 250s here get an all-new instrument cluster, and we are happy to report that Bajaj has not gone the all-digital way and have given a tachometer that is analog. On the left of the tachometer, you will see essential readouts such as side stand indicator, but on the right side, you'll see a digital display unit that will read the speed to you. Of course, it also includes things such as distance to empty, instantaneous fuel efficiency, and it also has two trip meters. Now both the Pulsar 250s here get a brand new 250cc oil-cooled engine, and the power figure is 24 bhp and 21.5 Nm of torque. These figures are comparable to the NS and the RS200, but unlike the NS and the RS, these two motorcycles use a 5-speed gearbox. The gear ratios are tall. That basically means you will have to do multiple gear shifts in slow moving traffic, although it is not as bad as the one that we have observed on the KTM motorcycles. That is mainly credited to the light clutch and the precise gear shift action. Coming to the rider's triangle of the Pulsar N250. The position is quite relaxed. The handlebar is relatively low, but it doesn't really warrant the rider to reach out to the basic controls like the clutch, brake and the throttle. The foot pegs are mid-set, they are not aggressively behind. That makes the whole commuting aspect very easy. The instrument cluster is set fairly low. That doesn't even come into the field of vision of the rider. Now the taller riders will actually have to take the rise off the road to just read the instrument cluster on the go. And now that could be a safety concern. One notable mention is that the N250 gets wide mirrors and they give a good field of vision of what's coming from the back. Similar can't be said about the F250 because the mirrors are mounted on the fairing and they do not move with the handlebar. The overall handling of the Bajaj Pulsar F250 and the N250 is predictable and forgiving. Although it isn't as sharp as how we would like it to be, you can still throw the motorcycle around the bend and it would grip without much drama. The chassis balance is class leading as Bajaj has mainly focused on mass centralization by inclining the engine more inward. The battery has been repositioned to the rear end of the motorcycle that can be accessed easily by removing the pillion seat. These two Pulsars get a set of softer MRFs which help them grip in most conditions. The 100mm section in the front is at par for the course, but 130mm section tire at the rear is slimmer than the competition. However, this setup brings superior agility to the overall handling package. The N250 and the F250 come equipped with Grimeca brake calipers in the front. The brake bite in the front is very sharp, so much that it can catch you off guard. The brakes on the rear are set up relatively better. in a way that the rear feels more progressive. That being said, there is immense feedback from both the front and the rear brakes, and the setup inspires enough confidence irrespective of a public road or a test track. What we would have loved to see is a 2-channel ABS at least as an optional extra. The Bajaj Pulsar N250 and the F250 both are equipped with single-channel ABS. In some cases, the ABS could feel very intrusive, especially on rough road sections. In conclusion, Bajaj has made two new 250cc motorcycles that are distinctively Pulsar. In essence, they ride the way we were expecting them to. The engine is punchy but needs refinement, and the overall package is aggressively priced. The F250 here is priced at 1,40,000 and the N250 asks for 1,38,000. Both these prices are ex-showroom and the overall package is very well thought of. While these two motorcycles offer good value for money, in essence, there is very little things to complain about and you get a lot more motorcycle for what the price you pay. That said, these two motorcycles are brand new Pulsars from Bajaj in a very long time. And this is just the start of what Bajaj has in store for us for the next full decade.